Programmable controllers are used for controlling the industrial equipment and automated systems. Before 1970s, automated equipment was controlled using discrete components consisting of electromechanical relays and coils hardwired on panels. The operation of complex machines that perform advanced functions are controlled by electrical circuits consisting of these relays and coils. Wiring diagrams are used to provide information about electrical control circuits. It is helpful in communicating the operation from designer to technician, and also it is helpful in troubleshooting. A wiring diagram must show all the electrical devices. It must also show a method to how these electrical devices are connected. It must have the information that shows the manner in which all the control devices function electrically with respect to each other. Wiring diagrams are made of certain symbols. For example, this shows a normally open contact. This shows a normally inactive coil. This may also represent any output device such as light or motor. Let's connect these. The red line indicates the positive terminal and let the blue line indicate the negative terminal. And we will connect these two components using interconnecting wires. Since this is a normally open contact, by default this coil will not get energized. So if we energize the coil, the contact closes and a circuit is established. So the current will flow through this contact and reaches the coil, and the coil is energized. Since this circuit looks like a ladder, this is called relay ladder logic diagram. Despite the development of processors and use of programmable logic controllers, relay ladder logic is still being used in the industry for automation. In this video, we are going to discuss relay ladder logic and some basic programs. The two vertical lines indicated by L1 and L2 are the positive and negative terminals of the power source. They are called rails. The horizontal lines, which is connected between positive and negative terminals including the components, is called a rung. A ladder circuit consists of four elements: a power source, an input device like a switch or contact, a load device at the output like a coil or light or motor, and then interconnecting wires. Some of the other symbols of elements used are displayed here. Let's look at some simple examples. Let's try to realize some logical functions using ladder diagrams. First, let's look at an AND function. The truth table of AND function looks like this. There are two inputs and a output. Only when both inputs are high, the output of AND function will be high. We will connect two normally open contacts in series with normally inactive output coil. We will name both contacts which are the inputs as A and B. The output, which is the coil, can be named as Y. When both inputs are low, both contacts will be open. Therefore, no current will pass from positive terminal to negative terminal, and thus no current will pass through the coil. So the coil is not energized. Since the coil connected is normally inactive, it will remain inactive. In the second case, input A is not energized. Therefore, it will remain open. Input B is energized. So the contact B is closed and is ready to allow the current to pass through it. But since the input A is connected in series with input B, effectively the circuit is open. No current will pass through and the coil will remain inactive. In the third case, input A is energized and becomes closed and allows current to pass through, but input B is not energized, so it remains open and blocks the flow of current. Thus, the coil is not energized and remain inactive. In the fourth case, both A and B are energized and becomes closed and allows the flow of current, and so the coil will become energized and hence it will become active. Now let's look at OR function. Here the output goes high if one of the input is high. This is achieved by connecting two normally open contacts in parallel with each other. When both inputs are low, the output is low, since both contacts will be open and so no current will be passed through. In second case, when A is low and B is high, current passes through B and coil Y is energized. In the third case, when A is energized, contact becomes closed and current can pass through and thus the output coil is energized. In fifth case, both A and B are energized. Current flows through both paths and the output coil is energized. Now let's look at another function, NOT function. This consists of only one input and one output. When the input is high, the output goes low, and when the input is low, the output goes high. Here, instead of using normally open contact, we will use normally closed contact. When this relay is not energized, the contact is closed, and when energized, contact becomes open. So in first case, A is not energized, so the contact is closed and current passed through, thus energizing the coil. When A is energized, contact opens and breaks the circuit and coil becomes inactive. So these are some of the basic functions realized using ladder logic. More programs will be discussed in next video. Bye.